Good morning. We're just about 5:30 in the morning, and I'm taking you on a tour of our other two gardens, and lots of exciting things happening here. So the sun's just rising over the top gardens of Raynor Naturopathic Gardens, and set below this soursop, which has a few small fruits on it. We've got pineapples starting to grow here, so that's pretty cool. There's the soursop at the end. So I love the way pineapples turn from their red flower to a small little pineapple. It's really cool. And it's a little carob tree here. Got a bunch of dragon fruit growing. You can see here they're all coming out. That's how they look. And I'll show you a flower in just a second. They're amazing. This is a carob tree, so you get the carob pods, which carob powder is made out of. This is a pomegranate. More dragon fruits and a lychee behind. Big longan tree that's flowering. It's called an ice cream bean tree. It's pretty cool. You can hear the birds in the background there. I'll get pretty excited about this time of day. And yeah, I thought I'd show you this flower. This is pretty amazing. It's a dragon fruit flower. Dragon fruits come in red and purple and white. So I think we've got all three here. I forget which one's which, but it's pretty cool. This is our veggie garden over here. So I'll just take you through there. Mango tree. This was actually here when we bought the place about 9 years ago. Put an extra couple of water tanks in, but I've actually put in about 8 water tanks around the other side of the house. This is moringa. So moringa is a plant from Indian Ayurvedic medicine. It's a very good tonic herb. Some lychees. Got some basil or basil growing. Rocket or arugula. They have different words for plants in North America compared to Australia. And England has a few of their own. This is sage, thyme, snapdragon flowers, and oregano or oregano. Garlic chives. Here's the longan. You can see the flowers up there. I don't know if you can see them. Basil. Lemongrass over here. Got some kale. Tomatoes or tomatoes. 3 ways to say it. Tomatoes, tomatoes, and tomatoes. Depends if you're in England, Australia, or America. Kale, lettuce. More kale. Basil, tomatoes. Parsley, lettuce. Stevia. Now stevia is an amazing plant because one leaf and it's super sweet. It's like sugar. It's amazing. Pomegranate flowers. So they'll turn into pomegranates. Some mint, lemon balm. Lemon balm is a really good herb for going to sleep and calming the nerves. This is a beautiful lime tree that was here when we got here. You can see some limes starting to come on. And some little ones. Yeah, this produces a lot. And this mango tree produces some huge mangoes that are super sweet. There's our magnesium swimming pool and some bananas. I'll take you on a tour of the lower garden. So we're just going to leave the veggie garden. Here's a big rosemary bush that we planted. So we get all sorts of birds here, from kookaburras to cockatoos and woolly wagtails, butcherbirds, magpies. Thousands, like, not thousands, but we've recorded more than 50 or 60 birds here, so it's quite a lot. And we saw a koala the other day. I'll put a little insert into the hey koala. Hi, koala. Yeah. The video of when I saw koala was cute. It's a great myrtle. So this is still our property. This is where the bushland begins and all the native wildlife. Although those are all dragon fruits. We've got macadamia nuts over there. That noise you can hear is cockatoos, I believe. And we've got soursop, avocado, pomegranate here, and a star apple. So the star apples are a beautiful tree, but in Hawaii, they're used to fruit. But here I haven't got any fruit off them yet. They have that beautiful bronze color underneath. Some native trees here like bunya nuts and different pines that are getting a little bit almost extinct, so we planted them. We've got peaches, tropical peaches and bamboo. More pomegranates. And this is a black sapote, or chocolate pudding fruit. I should probably have my back to the sun so it's easier to see. It's fruited a few times, but not much. This is a beautiful grapefruit tree. It's just fruiting for its first time. Lemon myrtle, which is a very good herb for antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial. And it tastes great. Makes a nice tea or essential oil. And up through here we've got a mulberry. See the birds flattering around in the distance. More pineapples growing. Got a huge pineapple collection by our pool, actually. And coming through here, we got white mulberries. We've got both white and red mulberries. Custard apples, small one. Pahoa, which is like a New Zealand guava. This is a medjool date. So date palm from actually a seed that we got. Dates from California. They seem to grow here. So as well as star fruit, we got star apples. This is a star apple tree. And we've got Suriname or Brazilian cherries, mulberries, guavas, more Suriname cherries, lime. These are Australian sweet limes. See some limes growing here. Jackfruit. Jackfruit are the biggest fruit in the world. There are a few, I think, on this tree. Certainly on our other tree we've got some. Hey, there's just little ones growing at the moment. Yeah, so hopefully they'll get bigger unless the fruit flies get to them. This is a Grummy Chama. It's actually really nice. I'd never had it before until I grew them, but you can see some fruit starting to come. It's a, I think, South American fruit. I'm not 100% sure its origins, but it's beautiful. Mandarin. Sapodillo, also known as a brown sugar fruit. I've only put these in about a year ago, so they're still small, but it's growing well and seems quite happy. And Australian native frangipani, I think. Nice smelling flowers. Very fragrant around here. Got some birds, everybody, all the birds are having their conversations and their politics. Small lychee. So we've been putting mushroom compost underneath all the trees while we're here. Big job. Mulberries, guavas, Suriname cherries. mangoes. They're growing quite well on this tree. So, yeah, it should be a nice harvest on this one. That's the end. It's not the end of our property, but that's the end of our cultivated part of our property with a macadamia nut and a mulberry. More guavas and soursops over there. And beautiful gardenia, native gardenia. This is a dwarf mango here. And another macadamia nut. And another mango. Another guava. Talking to my wife, and she was aspiring to be 80% self-sufficient in our food. I think that's a very noble thing. In a few years. Carob tree, so produces beautiful carob pods. Gardenias. Coffee. So it just fruited a few months ago, but it's got flowers on it, so it's going to refruit. Yeah, they have a red fruit around them, and then the bean is in the middle. You got to roast it. It's quite a procedure. I haven't done it yet, but I want to. Guava. So we've got different types of guavas. Hawaiian guavas, which are the pink guavas. Green guavas. And these are nitrogen fixing plants that use. That's a wampy. Another fehoa. No, sorry, that's a guava. That's a cherry guava. Big mac nut tree. That's, we planted almost all of these. Well, pretty much everything down here. Guava. A wampy. So a wampy is a fruit from Indonesia, I believe. This is another fehoa. Hasn't fruited yet, but maybe one day, huh? Macadamia nut, bamboo. If we come up here, got a soursop. This is a beautiful grapefruit, a ruby red grapefruit. Had a lot of grapefruits on it when I got back. And I've been having grapefruit juice a lot of days. And it's now growing lots of more fruit, so that'll be great. There's little fruits all over it. And there's another grapefruit tree over there. This is a brachychidon, I think, a native Australian tree with beautiful flowers. This is an orange. Yeah, and this grapefruit also had a great harvest this year. This is a yellow grapefruit. Got a few little grapefruits on it. As we come up here, got nice bamboo. We put that all in. Some of the grapefruits here coming through. Another medjool date. And a star apple. That one struggled a bit. Seems to really like water, and if we go away for a while it dies and comes back. White mulberry here. These are native palms. Mango. Another mandarin that produced some really nice fruit. There's a star apple, acerola cherry at the back there. And mulberries. You see the fruits coming on, another batch. Peaches. And Suriname cherries. And they're blowing away. Oh, this is a native tree. A lychee, guava. peach tree. See some of those peaches growing there. Some pineapples. Peaches. Kumquat over here. Pavilions. Bush turkey in the background making a lot of noise. Rosemary. Casserole. The kumquat, pomegranate, Suriname cherry, rosemary, aloe vera garden, guava behind that. Here's our pineapple kind of area with some papayas in front. You can see a little pineapple growing there, but there's some better ones over here. So I think I did a video on, maybe I didn't, but I was going to, about how we take the tops off the pineapples. There's some little area where I keep all our smaller plants in pots. And over here, got what we call the citrus grove. Some nice lavender, kumquats, mandarins. I think that's like a custard apple kind of thing or something. Lemon, compost with some pumpkins growing. Another custard apple. Lemon myrtle. Here's a really nice mandarin tree. And this is two with a big, beautiful rosemary bush. And orange behind these frangipanis, or the hibiscus, native hibiscus. This is a kaffir lime, so it's used a lot in Thai cooking. Very nice flavor to soups and things. This is another grapefruit that produced a lot of grapefruit this season. And over here we have a lemonade tree. So lemonade fruits are like a cross between a lemon and something else. I forgot, but they're quite sweet. They're nice. These are our other water tanks we have in the back here. This is our kids' mud hut. They play in it. So oranges, kaffir lime. And I showed that garden in a previous video over there. So I'm going to now take you to another one. So I've got figs here. This is still the same garden. I just missed out another one in myrtle, mulberry. In the back of the menu. These are pigeon peas, so the birds really like these, and you can actually make dal, or like a source of protein as well as nitrogen. And it keeps the birds from eating our other plants too. So that's always nice. All right, we're gonna go way down here on this path into what we call our forest garden, because it's in the middle of the forest. So I won't bore you with walking down it. I'll just stop and get started. Inside our driveway, we've got a whole lot of macadamia nut trees that we planted, mixed with native gardenias. And we've got, this is our mushroom compost. We've just been working through this pile, and wood chips behind that we're going to wait about 3 months after you've chipped some more timber, and then we will put them around the trees as well. So that's our garden from this perspective. And yeah, we're going to go down here. This is what we call a couple of our native gardens. So We're now in what we call the new forest garden. This is an area I started working on during COVID, so it's only a few years old. It's 2024 now, October. Yeah, I put down all this cardboard because it actually had a lot of weeds growing, invasive species and things like that. As they come down here, of course, a bunch of wallabies have all gone humping away. But in amongst all of this, we've got quite a few plants, some banksias, some citrus, a nice mango here. Oh, there's one hopping away. Hello. Good morning. These guys are called pretty-faced wallabies. We get on pretty well. They're still a bit skittish. They're not used to me being around this early in the morning. And here comes another one. Good morning, guys. How are you? Hey, how you guys going? I'm going to be showing this video all around the world. You probably don't know much about videos, but you guys are going to be famous. Anyway, it's just nice. That's why we call it Raynor Naturopathic Gardens and Wildlife Refuge. So we get koalas, we get wallabies, we get possums. A lot of creatures come out more at night. Here we've seen echidnas, we've seen quite a lot of stuff. Snakes, of course, the odd one. So this is a mango. Doesn't look like it's going to have much fruit this year, but we'll see. And guavas and lychees. A nice lime tree that's growing quite big. Suriname cherries. Another pink grapefruit. I like this area. It's a bit contemplative or meditative for me. Spent a lot of time here working on this when COVID was happening. It's a little bit neglected, but here's some Suriname cherries growing. This is all filled with them, actually. And then there's this more star apples. And lots of lychee trees down here that I put in. All flowering. Gotta get some vines out. Yeah, so it's a bit of a rough area, but yeah, it's still persimmon. Seems to be surviving. So as we come through, this is the end of the garden. We got more mangoes, Suriname cherries, and smaller lychees. Again, I have to mow this, and I'd rather have a garden here than just deal with all these weeds. I don't know what this thing is, but interesting. Some sort of vine, it looks like. Yeah, we'll see what else. We'll go on a walk, see what else we can see. There's a big cockatoo. see you. Very beautiful. Oh, there's your friend. Is that your baby? Huh? Hi. Just turned the water off. I'll go.